forget to like, share, and subscribe. If y'all don't pick my sign up. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Psychology Eats. So what's eating you? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope this video finds you in great mental health. Girl, you know we got to... You know we got to talk about Peach's vacation. You know we're going to talk about it. Because it's a lot to unpack. Okay. So Pete's been dropping back to bake, shorts, videos on their vacation. And I said, woo, let's unpack the vacation. Because, you know, we nosy and we always got something to say. And so, hold on, y'all. Anyway, y'all. So, okay. So, they traveled 8 hours to get to their destination, which I believe she said was Destin, Florida. Damn, 8 hours away. I would have been, boo, I ain't going. But anyway, so they jumped in the van and off they went. Not one haircut in the van. When I tell you Wood's head was nappy, all the boys' heads was nappy. Like, no, let me tell you something. Whenever, you know, this is just black folks. I don't know what everybody else do, but I know black folks. When we go on vacation, one thing we're going to do is them kids' hair going to be done, our hair going to be done, our clothes going to be brand new. Period. Okay, so now they done fucked me up with that already, because then you ain't gorgeous hair undone, knowing she gonna be swimming. Why wouldn't you go get her some braids? Okay, you started the trip off. You already made me mad. All right, so now everybody and y'all off and running. Okay, now y'all get to the spot. You get 2 rooms. Okay, fine. We know you gonna destroy them rooms and because they ain't nobody got no control. It's gonna be shit everywhere by the time y'all leave. Okay. Now it pops in your head. Cindy Brady is on the trip, y'all. Cindy is in full effect. Now it's let's rent a boat. Because you know she already told y'all she gonna own a boat, a cow, a giraffe, a moose, all that. And so she don't convince Wood, who ain't never... Okay, here's the shade, y'all. My husband, for the very first time, got on a boat. He on a boat, y'all. First of all, bitch, you don't know what Wood done been on. Wood leave every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Wood could be on a cruise, a missile, an airplane. You don't know what the hell Wood. Wood probably done been a captain of many boats. Anywho, so now Wood is driving the boat. All right, so they got everybody's got on their life jacket. Let me just say that some of them wasn't on correctly, but I ain't gonna say nothing, because you know you don't know this about me, but I grew up in Jersey, right here on the bay. Grew up with boats my whole life. My daddy was a captain. I know all about boats. Let me tell you something. One thing I always said about boats. Hated it. Oh my God. You be out there all day. My dad and my mom would be fishing all damn day. Anywho, so now they in the boat. Girl, they in the boat. Wood is driving the boat. The children are screaming. They're crying. The water is deep. They're crying. They're screaming. Babies everywhere. Wood is in La La Land, just driving. Now, let me tell you, I prayed. Because I know I'm dealing with 2 goofball parents and a very dangerous sport of boating. One day I'm going to tell y'all how my mom almost drowned. Childhood trauma. I got a little bit of childhood trauma too. She ain't drowned, thank God, but she almost drowned. But she almost fell off our boat. And my mother can't swim. Never could, but she had on a life jacket. But that's a side note. So anyway, whenever I see two inexperienced people or inexperienced people boating, knowing the dangers that can come from boating, I'm shooketh. But thank you, Jesus. They made it. They made it. You know, it now when you out on the bay like they were, there's so many unexperienced boaters and people just you know, there's many, you know, we don't always hear about it, but there's some tragedies involved in that. That's why the kids got so scared, because they knew their daddy was going too goddamn fast. And sometimes when you hitting them waves, baby, that's why Wood stood up, because you can't see unless you stand up. Child, I was shaking like a leaf. But I said, Lord, you don't carry this family this far, knowing the parents is kind of goofy, and somehow they made it. But girl, I don't even know what I'm about to say. All I can say is Peach's vacations always crack me up, especially when she throws shade. She threw shade at Wood Mama by basically saying Wood ain't never been nowhere. She threw shade at her own mama, basically by saying, look what I'm doing, mama. Only time we traveled is when somebody was dead. She threw shade at her whole family. She threw shade at the black community, because she don't know that black people been boating since we came over here on boats. Oh, why I say that? Anywho, it's so cute, though. You know, when you see somebody who ain't never had nothing, and then they start to get something, oh, and then the way they try to share it, like, ain't nobody never had nothing. Girl, don't show everybody how poor you were. Don't do that. Don't do that. Anyway, y'all, that's all I had to say about that. It was hysterical to me. And we're just going to sit back and see what else happens on this vacation, because I'm enjoying it. It's like I was in the boat with them, child. I was in the boat. I was in the boat. Bye, y'all.
Guess what? I got a sail with me, and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. And hit that little bell.
Subscribe. Say subscribe to Psychology Eats.
Subscribe to Cowboy Eats.
Not Cowboy.